everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. So let's go now to Detroit, Michigan, where Jim and Phil are on the call.
The opening week of the National Football League has finally arrived.
Hello, friends. Jim Nance along with Phil Simms. And Phil, it's the start of a whole new season. There's a sense of renewal in the air and all kinds of hope. And how do you feel about getting this season underway?
Well, there's all kinds of a lot of things. We got a lot of new players on each roster. You practice during the offseason, very little during preseason games. Why? Because you're worried about injury. Can all these components fit together and give yourselves or give your team a chance to win? We'll find out some of those answers here today.
The Jaguars are back deep waiting for the kick. And Sam Martin is set now to kick it away.
They'll take it at the 20. And here's a quarterback coming onto the field who has plenty of experience under his belt.
Yep, there's no doubt. He is the man in charge, and he shows it just the way he handles himself. And that's why he plays so well. That's why he's in this game today.
First down here. After all of the offseason talk and training camps, let the season begin with the first snap.
Here's the starting offense with a receiving core that can be so dangerous in a game like this.
Second down here. The Jaguars come to the line with a bunch set. He'll take the snap from the gun.
Launches it down the field, almost intercepted. As we take a look at the defense for the first time today, these starters in the secondary will be challenged today in both the passing and running games.
Third down and 6. The Jaguars at the line of scrimmage, split backfield. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Got the completion. That's a good tackle, and that's a quick 3 and out.
Good job by the defense. They're well-taught, well-schooled by the defensive coordinator. They know in situations like this, if it's thrown short of the first down marker, they're good. They come up, make the tackle. Now we have fourth down.
The punter awaits the snap. He's got a chance for a return. That tackle was made at the 27-yard line.
So we've got a young quarterback with some experience stepping onto the field today for the first time.
Yeah, he's got a lot of talent, and it's just a matter of time until he takes that experience and matches it with all of his talent and becomes one of those guys that we say, hey, the game is going to hinge on him. I think he's very close to that.
They're setting up screen. Still not taken down. Gains 19.
Nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator. A little screen pass to the halfback. He knew the defensive line was going to be charging hard. They were, and it picked up some nice yards.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Cooks, the receiver in the slot. They're going back up top. He's got the catch. Cooks brought down, but has the first.
That's a nice job by the offense there. Get the first down, keep those chains moving, give yourself 3 more opportunities.
First down here after the completion. Offense lines up here.
They'll run it here.
The tackle is made.
Imposing their will early on the defense with a solid effort on the ground.
We talk so much, don't we, about the passing game in the NFL, but it's still about who can out-hit the other one. And right now, the offense, they are winning that battle. Nice run.
The Lions line up in the pistol offense. First down at the 30.
It's the old counter play.
And that's good for only a yard or 2.
Here's a look at the offensive unit that needs to get off to a strong start today. After the 2-yard carry, it sets up second down and 8. They'll go shotgun here. Looking to the right side and throwing.
It's often the difference maker in any game, and that is how you perform inside the red zone, and we're getting an early taste of that.
No doubt about it, Jim. You got to be creative when you get in the red zone. We'll see what the offense calls.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Here's the first snap after the big play. Handoff, trying to power his way right up the middle.
Holding offense.
The defense will take the penalty.
First down.
They face first down.
Takes it from the gun. Intercepted.
He's brought down.
Well, nowadays, your linebackers, they got to be able to do everything. They got to be big enough to get in there and stop the run, and also athletic enough to be able to get in position and make an interception. Good job by the linebacker.
First down on the way. Offense lines up here. 3-step drop.
Pass is made, but the hit knocks the ball out. Incomplete.
That was a big hit by the defender that time. The receiver drops the football. I'll tell you what, I guarantee the next time he goes over the middle, he'll be looking for that defender.
It's now second down.
Bernard Pierce lined up in the backfield. From the shotgun.
Looking to go deep. Could have been intercepted.
The defense did everything right in that situation. They were in the right spot. They were smart. They read the quarterback's eyes, but they dropped the pass.
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10.
Offense lines up here.
Let's go.
From the gun.
He has the grab, and he races out of bounds at that point.
Well, he had all day long to throw the football that time. That's why he had success throwing the football down the field. I'll tell you what, this defense, they need to start blitzing this quarterback.
Let's see how they back up the big play here. Tight ends in motion here. Staying with the passing game on first down. The ball is jarred loose.
Well, that's the quarterback's fault. My gosh. The safety, that's who he is supposed to look at all times. When he's under center and when he drops back, he takes his eyes off of him. And what happens? Well, he gets sacked.
This series begins for the offense with a very good chance to score.
The Lions come out in a 2 tight end set. First down at the 27. Will go ground.
Good piece of tackling. Here are the starters today on defense. That leads us to second down. Offense lines up here.
Well, let's go. Brad, 38.
Setting up screen. Has his man.
The Lions understand just get whatever yards you can every time you're going to play. That's what they do that time. It's a short completion, but look what position it puts them here in on third down. This is something they can handle.
Offense lines up here. Third down and 1.
Handoff made. Brought down after a gain of 6.
First down by the offense in the red zone, and you know, you're on the defensive side. You don't have to worry about deep passes anymore. You can be more aggressive and take some chances.
First down here after the run. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Looking across the middle, ball's picked off. That brings the play to an end.
Isn't it awesome on the defensive side where you have linebackers can make plays like that? Getting that interception, it's not always defensive backs that get to make those plays. Linebackers can do it too.
First down, offense readying for the snap. They come out in the dime package.
Pierce has got it on the handoff. Throws the stiff arm. And that's a gain of maybe 5.
Second down coming up.
Handoff out of the eye. The ball is out. The defense has the football.
And he's brought to the ground.
Well, the one thing we know about the NFL, when you have the football in your hands, they are going to attack it. You got to know that as a ball carrier, protect it a lot better.
Hey, the offense has a chance to do something with this drive.
The Lions from the 22.
Takes it on the counter. That'll stop the play right there. And now they'll try over again on second down.
Let's go.
Gets the handle here.
Still on his feet. A tackle behind the line.
Well, that time the offensive line just got overpowered. They allowed penetration. When you do that, nowhere for the running back to go. What a good job by the defensive line.
Let's see what they do on this third down situation.
The Lions are at the line of scrimmage and loading up that line with an extra tight end.
Over to Ebron. Detroit in the end zone.
Nothing like having a quarterback who has a good arm who can just fire that football into some tight spots. And then it helps when your receiver got the talent and the courage to go in there and make that tough catch.
The Lions now will tack on the extra point. Driving extra point is good. The Lions will kick it away momentarily. They were able to capitalize on great field position following the fumble, and they'll be hoping the defense can help them out like that once more. Lions set to kick it. That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. Pierce is going to take the handoff now. After being stuffed at the line of scrimmage, it's now second down and 10. Pierce is lined up in a single back formation. And he's thrown to the ground.
Good job with the safety getting that sack. I'll say this. He can tackle, he can cover, and he's shown us he can blitz too and get to the quarterback.
Third down. The Jaguars at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation. And he's going to be dropped. That's a 3 and out for the offense.
You got to give that defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing, they're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on third down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
The Jaguars call on the punting unit. Looking for a lane on the return.
You got to be tough and aggressive as a punt returner in this league. That time, what a good job. Catch it, get right up the field. Nice yardage.
Get ready.
First down at the 46. Will go ground. Picks up about 5.
That was a power running play that time by the offense. It picked up some good yards. Nothing like it. Show the defense you're willing to get in there and slug it out and get some tough running yards.
And it's now second down and 5 after running it on first down. Offense lines up here. Will run it. Here's the handoff. And the tackle is made at the 48-yard line.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time when they stopped the play for a short gain.
Now 3rd and 4 following the run.
Get ready. Right 38.
Quick drop back. Makes the reception. Gains 12.
This league now, you got to keep these wide receivers and quarterbacks guessing. You just can't come out there and play man-to-man every play and think that's going to work. You got to mix in some zones, some blitzes, and then occasionally go man-to-man coverage.
Offense lines up here. The Lions snap it at the 36. Into the open. Williams is in on the tackle.
The Lions offensive line is just whooping some tail today, aren't they? What a job up front. That helps the running back get in space, get down there, and pick up a big gain.
New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. The Lions come to the line with an empty backfield. They'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Pass hits the ground and goes incomplete on the short throw.
When you see this cover two defense as a quarterback, you got to know where to throw the football. That time he did not make a good decision. You got to throw it sometimes deep down the middle. The safeties are not there. They're outside. He did not take advantage of that coverage that time.
In the end, it picks up only a yard.
Hey, this defense, they are tough. When you run that football, they got some men up front, and that time they stopped that run just for a short gain.
That will bring us to the end of the first quarter here in Detroit, and we'll return in a moment for the start of the second quarter.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Papa John's, where you always get better ingredients, better pizza.
Offense lines up here. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Williams able to knock that pass away for the incompletion.
That is so tough to do, to be that close to these receivers and deflect the pass without getting a penalty. Good job.
Here comes the field goal squad. The kick is through for 3.
When an offense drives the ball, they always want to get something out of it, get some points. This time, the field goal kicker gets it done. He gives them 3.
Ryan set to kick it. Smartly takes the knee in the end zone. They come to the line, and it's first down. Pierce lined up in the backfield. Makes the reception. In on the stop.
What a nice catch by the receiver. Getting past the yard markers, makes the catch, and gets a first down.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Offense lines up here.
Let's go.
Set up screen to Pierce.
He's taken down at the 47.
It takes a lot of practice, I'll tell you that, to run screen passes successfully. That time the quarterback did his part. He hung in there. He was under pressure, gets rid of the football, and they picked up some good yards.
First down here after the completion. The defense comes out in the dime. He'll go. Ball is out. They recover their own fumble.
Nice job that time by the offense. Even though they fumbled it, at least they were quick enough and smart enough to get it on it right away.
And it'll be second down and 6 after the running play on first down.
Let's go.
Pierce is going to secure the handoff. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
The best way to keep the other offense on the sidelines is just keep marching down the field and picking up those first downs. What a good job by the offense.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. Offense lines up here.
Get ready.
The give, middle. Flag is out. Tackles made.
Holding offense.
That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense. First down coming up. Offense lines up here. Play fake. And gain maybe 4. Second down. Quarters formation here for the defense. Out of the shotgun. Throw to the left. Incomplete. The pass play fails to work, and now it's third down. Wide receivers stacked up on this play. Out of the shotgun formation. Will throw it over the middle. Underneath, but can't find a mark that time as the pass goes incomplete.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. Third and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. First down here.
Let's go.
Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. They have this one covered up, and it's going to set them back for a loss.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Second down here after that run play.
Get ready.
Set up screen. Williams all over that offense and brings him down.
Look up at that scoreboard. You're leading the football game, so we have a third and long situation. So you've got to know that. Manage the game. Don't take a chance.
They complete the pass, but still not enough for the first. Third down coming up. On this passing down, the defense comes out in the nickel. Drop back, shotgun formation. Almost intercepted that time.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? Third and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
The Lions call on the punting team. Fair catch this time. It's first down as they head to the line. Double tight end formation. To the ground. Sues all over the ball carrier.
got to give the defense some credit. On first down, there's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Second down following the run. Offense lines up here. From the gun. An open lane. He's taken down at the 35.
Number 13 on the run. Gain of 9.
Third down on the way. Bernard Pierce lined up in the backfield. Out of the gun. Got the burst, and he's got some space. That'll put them in what we call plus territory. A player is down on the field, and the training staff comes out, and we'll step aside for just a moment. We're back after the injury timeout, and Danielle Bellini will have the update on the injury in just a moment. First down here. First down following the long play.
Let's go.
Pierce is handed the football. He's brought to a halt.
Power running. A lot of teams in this league don't even do it anymore. This team, they can power it up in there and pick up those tough yards.
That's second down coming up.
Let's go.
Just a quick drop back. Pulls it in. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
Well, when you play this type of defense where you play cover 3, in other words, you have 3 defenders playing one in the middle, one right, and one left. Well, the weakness of that defense is going to be underneath. So slant patterns, they're pretty easy against this cover 3.
Tight end in motion. First down at the 29. Pierce is taking the handoff, and they are in on Pierce.
Pierce is a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Nickel formation for the defense here. Second down and 9. Gets it again. Nice tackle.
Well, I know it's not going to make a highlight film, but still a good solid run up in there for a couple yards.
It'll be third down. Garoppolo's lined up. No extra blockers for this snap. Snapping out of the gun. The defense gets a sack.
Well, the defense has got to be excited. Anytime on third down they make the play, they get pretty fired up. But when you sack a quarterback on third down, that is one happy and emotional defense right now.
And this will be a 50-yard field goal try. An empty possession for the offense. So they opt to go for the long field goal try early in this game, and with the missed kick, they give their opponent some great starting field position.
Yeah, I thought it was a big risk trying this long field goal here early in the game, and it could backfire on them. We'll see if the defense can bail them out.
They face first down. Wide receivers are bunched up. Cooks got the catch and the first.
The margin of error against man-to-man defense is much smaller for a quarterback than it would be against zone defenses. That time the quarterback right on target. Good throw.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. An extra tight end on the field for this one. And now on first down, they'll go back to the air. And he's forced to the ground.
Well, that was an aggressive play by the defense. That's risk-reward. The reward, of course, is sacking the quarterback like they did. Well, the risk is if you don't get there, you could give up a big play.
Coming up, second down. The Lions are at the line of scrimmage with a spread formation. Screen, got the completion. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
Defense, play the situation. It's third and long. Don't let a receiver get behind you and make a catch to pick up the first down. Keep it in front of you, and then let them catch it and come up and make the tackle.
They connect on that pass play, but it's still third down. The Lions pistol set here. The Lions now move the chains. Tackles made, and the first down is picked up. Right now, this offense doesn't have much to complain about. Holding on to the lead here in the first half. And the passing game partner has been very sharp.
Well, they're probably going to complain that they can have more points because you can never have enough points, Jim. We all know that. But the offensive line, wide receivers, quarterback, and even the coach on the sideline all having a very good first half.
The Lions snap it at the 31. Here's the handoff. They break through. Tackle him behind the line. Halftime is coming up. But first, we reach the 2-minute warnings.
Coming up at the half, it's the Verizon Halftime Report.
After running it, it's second down. Wide receivers stacked up on this play. They'll run it here. Tackled at the 29-yard line.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
After that run, 3rd and 8 for the offense.
Let's go.
Throws to the right. Gets it out for the completion. Lions are in for the score.
Well, you got a lead. Now you're able to go out there and drive down the field and score a touchdown. This changes how the other team is going to manage the game from here on out.
The Lions lined up now for the point after. And the extra point is good. The Jaguars cannot come up with any answers here before halftime. And now they await the kickoff. Perhaps they can put some points on the board before the intermission. The score's 17-0. To him, ending the return at the 20-yard line. First down on the way. The Jaguars come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation. They're setting up screen. And he is brought down at the 39. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Wasting little time from the shotgun. It's wide open. Gains 17. The Jaguars signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. First down, offense readying for the snap. It's a dime look for the defense on this play. Dropping back now into the shotgun. And he's taken down. That's going to be a timeout charge to the offense. After being sacked on first down, it's 2nd and 16. He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. To the sideline and complete.
Jim, when you see these out routes thrown and caught, it's all about timing and rhythm. The quarterback, he has both. That throw is right on target. Nice throw and catch.
Third and 4 coming up following that completion. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Catch made. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. The Lions are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. 52-yard field goal attempt coming up. Kick in. It's through there. The kick is good.
Well, this guy's a machine. Every time he gets a chance to go out there and kick a field goal, it is right down the middle. Good job by the offense. Good job by the kicker.
The Lions are ready to receive the kick. They bring him to the turf. The Lions ready to take over the football. The defense comes out in the nickel. 1st and 10. Good throw, good catch, and the receiver fights through to pick up the first. Offense lines up here. Now 1st and 10. And this pass goes incomplete as he was looking short that time. Failing to complete that one, so 2nd down here. The Lions with an empty backfield look here. Second down and 10. Gets a hand in that time to force the incompletion.
Well, it's a good thing that linebacker had knocked that pass down, because I don't think he could have caught it. So if you can't catch it, knock it down so nobody else can catch it.
This is 3rd down. Nickel formation here for the defense. Handoff, middle. They're all over him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 1. And so now they'll call on Martin to punt the football away. And this will be a fair catch. They come to the line of scrimmage. 1st down. Takes the knee. So that's going to do it for the first half. Lions are up in this one.
We welcome you in now for the EA Sports Halftime Report presented by Verizon. Now let's take a look back at the first half. The Lions are up right now and are looking to keep up the pressure moving forward. The Jaguars won't panic either. They know they just need to take it one play at a time. Here we go. Let's do this. Here's your first half highlights. Now following the pitch, Smith's able to get free along the sideline. And he'll end up at their own 30-yard line before being tackled. Jaguars would later fumble away possession. Offense now with the shot after the interception. Run play here, and the ball comes out. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 22. Now following the fumble. Quick pass, it's complete, and that goes as an 18-yard touchdown. That takes the lead up to 7. Lions with the ball late in the half. The pass complete out of the gun. And 13 yards later, he'll go in for the score. Lions push the lead to 17. So that'll do it for us. We'll go back down to Detroit for the second half.
The Lions are ready to receive the kick. The Lions break huddle and start their drive, this time from the 25.
Well, let's go. 188.
And now here's the first snap of the second half. They're going to get him here for a sack.
What a good scheme that time by the defense. They confuse the offense. They blitz. They don't know who to pick up. And how about the defender? They must love this. Coming in free and gets a good clean shot on the QB and gets a sack.
After that sack, it's now 2nd down and 17. Offense lines up here.
Let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Finds his mark, and Williams is there to make the stop.
Nice catch by the receiver, but it still doesn't get a first down.
It's 3rd down coming up. Wide receivers are bunched up. Looks to his left. Pulls it in for a gain of about 5.
You know, as a quarterback, sometimes you got to trust that arm and throw the football past the first down marker. There were guys open, but no, he takes the safe route, throws it short. Defense makes the tackle, and here we are staring at a 4th down.
There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. They'll go ground. He's stacked up at that point.
Nice job by the coach that time going forward on 4th down. His team is up here in the second half. He wants to keep momentum on his side. That's why he goes for it, and they get it.
First down here after the run. 2 tight ends on the field here. Handoff made. Left side. The tackle is made at the 40-yard line. Now as we look at the numbers, here's a team winning, even though they have not been running the football with great dominance today.
No, they haven't run it well, and of course, when you're winning the game and it gets in the second half, you'd like to run the football to work the clock down. If I was them, I would keep trying to run the football.
The Lions come to the line of scrimmage and empty out the backfield. Everyone split out wide. The Lions will take the snap from the 40. Throwing now to his left. Reaches out and grabs it. The tackle is made.
How do you stop these wide receivers now? It's almost impossible with the rules of the game. Tight coverage. That time they have double coverage on him. It doesn't matter. The throw comes. They go up. They make the catch. All you can do is raise your arm and go, well, we did our best.
Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. made. Brought down. Picks up the first as he's tackled at the 25.
The defense thinks they have the guys to play man-to-man coverage down the field. Well, they didn't that time. The receiver made a nice little move, gets open, and a good throw by the quarterback.
First down here after the completion. Wide receivers stacked up on this play.
38.
From the gun. Has his target. He's brought down. They have the lead, and the spread offense and aerial attack has been the difference maker.
Well, every coach wants a quarterback who can get it done. I'd say the guy here today, Jim, he had an outstanding day, and he got it done. What a performance.
This will be the 8th play of this drive. That long gain sets them up here on this play. Gets the handle here. Swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
This will be second down. The Lions lined up. Everybody split out wide.
38.
He'll take the snap from the gun. He makes the catch. Good piece of tackling.
Well, that last play almost got them in here. And when you look at this, what do? Well, you just want to punch it in. There's a lot of different scenarios. You could do a play-action fake, probably get somebody wide open, or have a running back just jump over the top for the touchdown.
3rd and goal to go from the 2. And he's in for the touchdown.
Well, that's really having deep belief in your offensive line. And then 3rd and goal, your offensive line just road grades the defense out of there and they get the touchdown running the football.
The Lions lining up for the point after. It's good. The Jaguars will now be in an even deeper hole here as they get ready to return the kick. Scores 24-3. The Jaguars are back deep, ready to return the kickoff. No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. They come to the line, and it's first down. He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
They went with the ground game on first down, bringing up second. Pierce lined up in the backfield. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Makes the reception and a gain of 4.
You got to be agile when you make these kind of catches, running these short drag routes across the field. That time we saw the agility of the receiver. Nice catch.
They'll go shotgun here. Sticks to his hands. He steps out.
This team, one of the better tackling teams in the NFL, and they play the situation perfectly. They give up the short completion. They come up and make the tackle. Now we have a 4th down.
We'll see what he can do here. That's a pickup of 14. The
The Lions will begin their drive from the 36 now.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time.
The Lions snap it at the 36.
That brings the play to an end.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9.
The Lions will go with the pistol on this play.
Come on, let's go. Press 38.
Setting up screen.
Finds his mark.
It's a tough situation for the offense, 3rd and long coming up, but it's a good situation also. You're leading the football game, so there's no reason to take a chance and turn this football over.
Get ready. 588. 588. Free.
3rd down and 13.
Completion is going to bring us to a very quick 4th down.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. 3rd and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
They'll take it at the 20. First down coming up. He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback.
The catch is made.
The Jaguars did a good job that time keeping the defense off balance. They throw the football, they pick up some solid yards now, and they can choose from run or pass.
After that grab, it's now 2nd down and 2.
Let's go.
Will go ground. And he's going to be tackled right around the 35-yard line.
Pierce is able to show everybody why he should get the football more. Good job that time, finding his way and picking up a first down.
On this passing down, the defense comes out in the nickel. No room to complete that one.
Well, that pass is incomplete, Jim, but that's just a terrible job by the quarterback. When they're running the slant route, just throw it right at their stomach.
Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime.
Let's go.
They send the tight end in motion.
The Jaguars will take the snap from the 35. On the money. Coughed up the football. And the recovery is made by the defense.
That's what you call a takeaway. That time the defense just hit the ball carrier so hard that he had to give the football up, and they lose it.
Before there's another snap, the officials want to go back and take a look at that last one.
So now they're going to take a look at whether the knee was down before the ball came out.
Well, when we look at this, let's look when the knee hits the ground. And as we look at it, when the knee hits the ground, does he still have total control of the football? If you deem him to have total control, then it is not a fumble.
The play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
This one had to be instigated by the folks upstairs. They challenged the call on the field, and in fact, it was the proper thing to do. The play is overturned. It's 3rd down now, right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd. It's a 2 tight end formation. 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's the handoff. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains.
Even though the defense knows you're probably going to run the football, it's 3rd and short. If you run hard, all you need is a little bit of a lane. We see it there, able to get the first down.
Bernard Pierce lined up in the backfield, and they are in on Pierce.
What that run does, it just puts the offense in a good situation. So a good, positive run.
They bring in the extra tight end. 2nd down and 5. And he's tackled down after picking up the first.
Wide receivers get scared sometimes running that slant route. They know their linebackers inside running towards them because they're watching the quarterback's eyes.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion.
Let's go.
Still got it after the play action.
Brings it in.
And at the 37, he'll be brought down.
I think the best thing to say about that play, it's just it gained a few yards, so that's what you do. All plays don't score. Sometimes you just want to pick up a couple yards.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. 2nd and 6. Set up screen.
And that's a gain of 13.
Anytime you picked up a couple first downs, here's what happens. The defense starts to doubt what they're doing, but maybe more importantly, it gets those big boys over there tired.
The 3rd quarter comes to a close, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Not quite as riveting as many expected coming into this one. First down here. They've come out in the dime package.
Get ready.
Final quarter underway now with this snap.
And he's brought to the ground.
Looking ahead, the Lions will be on the road in Chicago next week, while the Jaguars will be playing at home next week.
2nd down now.
Pierce is lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback.
Out to the left. That'll stop the play right there.
Nice throw that time by the quarterback in the red zone. Gets a completion. And there's some tight spots. Not a lot of room, so you got to really drive the football in there.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Got a little jumpy there, Phil, and that's a 5-yarder for encroachment.
Yeah, I'd say he was a little bit jumpy. And they've been that way all day long. Quarterback, good job by him taking advantage of it.
Still first down.
It's first down as they head to the line. He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. They knocked him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Close game right now, partner, and you look at the matchup at running back, and neither one of them has really been all that effective.
No, Jim, they have not been. I'll say this to the running backs, to the coaches, to the offensive line, everybody. Stay patient, stay with the run game, and I think it will work.
And here we have 2nd down. Quarters formation here for the defense.
Takes it from the gun. Feet first, and gives himself up. Nothing too exciting here, just plowing ahead, getting closer to that goal line.
Well, they're trying to find out if this defense has the courage and toughness to stand up to them. So far, they haven't. This defense, they better pick it up if they think they're going to stop this offense.
3rd and goal from the 3.
That's a touchdown. Able to take it across from just a couple of yards out.
Oh, what a good job there by the offense. 3rd and goal. And what did they do? They run the football against the defense. And nice job getting the touchdown.
The Jaguars line up now for the point after. The point after try is in the books. The Lions are ready to receive the kick. And he fails to get out to the 20, and he is smacked down at the 15-yard line. First down here. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. The give. Nowhere to go, as this will be a loss of 3.
Got to give the defense some credit. On first down, there's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Second down coming up. Nickel formation for the defense here. Play clock's running down. He's looking to the right here on this throw. In on the stop.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. The defense had that one covered.
Bad job that time by the quarterback. He misses the receiver on the slant route. When you're throwing the slant route, you got to throw it right into the stomach of the receiver, so it's easy for him to make the catch, and he can protect himself also.
2nd and 10. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Taken down at the 33.
Number 24. No gain on the play.
3rd down now. The Jaguars come out in the nickel.
38.
From the shotgun. Breaks free. Tackles made.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback.
When you get down in the red zone, the offensive coordinator's got to call a play that deceives the defense. Let's see if he can do it. His team is down. He needs a big play here.
Second and 1 to the ground. And they are in on Pierce.
Well, sometimes you just got to say the tough team is going to win. You got the ball on offense. You're down on the goal line. You need to score here. Can you get it in?
Let's go.
First and goal. Here's the handoff. And he's in for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Oh, you just love it as a quarterback. You get down in there and it's 1st and goal and you score. Now you don't have to sweat the fact that, man, what are we going to do if it gets to 3rd down? You don't have to worry about it. Good run, nice touchdown.
The Jaguars now going for the point after. And the point after is good. The Jaguars defense will be ready to come back out in a moment. The offense making sure their efforts weren't wasted on the last drive, making good on the interception and putting points on the scoreboard. And it's the same as a touchback as he's tackled right at the 20. They face 1st down. They'll run it here. He's brought down at the 23-yard line.
You got to keep your offensive lineman aggressive, so you have to run the football every once in a while. That run, even though it was a short gain, it served a purpose.
It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. Handoff, right side, gains maybe 5. Third down following the run.
Get ready.
Takes another handoff. There's the offense picking up another 1st down on 3rd down.
That's a nice play that time by the offense, getting the 1st down. They're up here in the 2nd half, and they're moving the football. That is a great feeling.
New set of downs now after picking up the 1st on the ground.
Get ready.
The play clock's running down. They want to keep feeding him the football. Carr's there to take it down.
Well, a short gain on the run that time by the offense. When you're a running football team, listen, there's going to be a lot of ugly plays that don't work. You just got to keep running them.
It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. Trying to beat the play clock. To Ebron. Ebron's brought down after picking up 6 on this play.
Good job that time by the quarterback. Throw the short pass, even though it doesn't result in a 1st down. Now on 3rd and short, all of your passes are in play instead of just the 3rd long where you only have like 3 or 4 plays you can go to.
The defense comes out in the nickel. The Lions have it at the 44. Another 3rd down conversion. The offense continues to come through in the clutch.
A lot of people talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's overblown, but in a situation like this, where you're winning a close game in the 2nd half, you want to control the tempo, control the clock, keep getting those 1st downs.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. They better hurry to get the snap. Screen. And they were trying to go with the screen there, but nothing was available.
Well, the quarterback can't get him open. He threw to the right guy that time, but the coverage was so good by the defense, nowhere to get the completion.
Wide receivers are bunched up. 2nd down and 10. They'll go ground. Tackle down at the 47.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
That last play was a run. Third down coming up. Offense lines up here.
Well, let's go. Fred, 38.
From the gun.
A takeaway. He's into the open. He's brought to a halt.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just misjudge the talent on the other side. And what a play by the linebacker picking off the pass. What a pair of hands also.
First down on the way. This is a time where the quarterback has to manage the clock, has to be very careful, trailing, needing points to get back into this one.
It's always dangerous when your receiver's running the drag route and you throw it too far in front of him. You most likely are just going to lead him into trouble.
Time is running out. The defense knows it's playing with the lead, but doing whatever it can to just try to run out the clock.
We'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. That was Boykin on the coverage that time.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good. The football falls incomplete.
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10. Pierce is a running back normally, but this time lined up as a receiver in the slot.
Out of the shotgun.
The defense gets the sack.
Well, that time the quarterback is sacked on the 3rd down, and that's, of course, that's bad. But the good thing is he did not try to force the football down the field and get the turnover.
All set to punt here. The Lions bring their offense back onto the field for their next drive. The defense needs a big stop here in order to give the offense a chance as we're running low on time in this one. And this won't even get back to the line. They'll end up losing one. And now we reach the 2-minute warning. Second down here. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. That's a gain of 6. That'll stop the clock with that timeout. Everybody's back out on the field now after that defensive timeout. The defense looking for one more stop here on 3rd down after that run. Handoff made. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first. And they'll try to conserve time here with this timeout. First down here after the run.
Get ready.
On first down, it's back to the ground game. They immediately call for a timeout. That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Back to the ground. And pick up about 4.
When you're an offensive lineman and you can line up and just run the football straight ahead and pick up those kind of yards, you are going to get into the head of the defense. You're basically saying, we're tougher than you are, and we're just going to come right at you.
On the way, third down. Double tight end formation.
Right back to him once more.
The tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
That was a good call by the offensive coach that time. They needed one first down to win this game to seal things up. He makes the right call, and they get a big first down.
New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground.
Get ready.
Takes the knee. It's now second down. Nothing like winning that opening game of the season, Phil.
It really is, Jim, winning week 1 in the NFL. All the hard work, you put it out in the field, you're not sure what your team is going to do, and then you go out there and you win, man, you get to sit back and really enjoy it.
What a memorable game this truly was. For Phil Simms, Danielle Bellini, and Larry Ridley, Jim Nance saying so long for now, and we leave you with the GMC Never Say Never moment of the game.